Greetings people, this is Keith Modesto doing my Let's Play Minecraft series using the Forge, Feed the Beast mod loader and the Direwolf 20 mod pack. And oh, you notice I look a little different today, and it's because I am recording this on April the 1st. So I guess they decided, I don't know, I guess it was probably Mojang, but anyway, they decided to play a little April Fool's joke by making us all look like villagers. And also, I don't know if it'll start playing, but at some point I heard the music play and it was a little bit different. Anyway, so today we're going to get started on a new build, which is to build to start building animal farms. Really, what I'm really most interested in is mob essence, which you can get from grinding mobs, whether peaceful mobs or hostile mobs, or I don't know if you get that from villagers. I think the grinder is a block from Minecraft Mine Factory Reloaded. I think it ignores villagers, but anyway, it'll grind up cows and sheep and chickens, and we're gonna start off by grinding up cows. we will get I think you get the meat that they drop, but you get the mob essence. That's what I'm really most interested in. So we got to start off. We're going to start off by making a bunch of things and see how far we can get on this. This probably will take more than one episode. But the mob essence is a kind of liquid, so we need to store it in something, namely a tank. There's several different kinds of tanks available in all the mods installed in this pack. So if I type in tank, I'll see all these different kinds of tanks. I've already used portable tanks, the smallest, the first tier portable tank, and BC Buildcraft tanks. But I want to use the tank from Railcraft for this because it's a multi-structure and it holds a lot. And in fact, I want to try to make it out of steel. But first, so I have to make the components, and that has to be made. Part of it needs to be made on a rolling machine. So I got to plug this in somewhere. Oh, I should turn this on. Is there anything in here? We need more power than that. So let's get this going. And okay, so I updated this thing. The mod pack updated to like 1.9 or 0.019, and we got the bug again where if you type something into the text box here to search for something in NEI, all the squares in your inventory go gray or dark gray, which is really annoying. But anyway, so we need to power this, I'm pretty sure. So we need to stick it somewhere. There's no good place. I guess we'll put it right there. Okay, did that connect? Yes. Okay, so there's the interface. It's getting power. So I need to go up here and grab some steel. I made a bunch of steel. And making this, we can make this tank out of iron or out of steel. And if we make it out of steel, I think it'll have a higher capacity. So I want to use steel. So if we go like that, right, it'll make plates. And actually, I want to go like this. Like that and that, and it's going to automatically start turning these ingots into plates, and it's going to make a lot of them actually. Maybe I don't need that many. Oh, it automatically evened it out for me. That's cool. Okay, so we're going to leave that alone and come back later and see if we got enough plates to make these things. I'll put that steel back here. Okay, so you might have noticed if you looked at my inventory that I have a lot of stuff in my inventory, you know, and I'm a little paranoid. I'm going to check on something. I'll be right back. I'm going to do a cut and check on something. All right, I'm back. Everything was fine. So I'm going to resume the timer. Okay, so we got to start making things for this build. And that's why I have all this stuff on my inventory. Well, that's a change. So some of the mods have been updated because I went ahead and agreed and said, yes, go ahead and update the mod pack. I did that this morning. So it looks like now when you have the crafting station open, the Tinker's Construct crafting station, it automatically shows you the inventory on any chest next to it. I don't know if that's true. That doesn't work with barrels. That's not surprising. I don't know if that's true of a vanilla. Probably not. Of a vanilla. I left Mojang decided to make this change. Anyway, that's interesting. Okay, so we're going to start off by making the grinder. So I typed grinder in and put that right there. When you see it consists of all those components, and I already have all those components in my inventory. A machine frame, which looks just like that. Gold and you can use either steel or iron. I don't know why you would use steel, but anyway, so you got gold, iron in the corners, and glass, and then some tin gears and plastic sheets, an Invar sword, which is just a sword but uses Invar instead of like iron, and a reception coil, which is gold and redstone, and some books. Anyway, so if I right click on that, it's not going to do that for me. How annoying. Okay, so I take and I'm gonna fix that. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we've got the machine frame in the middle, tin gears on either side of that. Oh, I haven't made, that's why it didn't work. I didn't make the Invar sword yet. I have the parts for it. Whoops. That was odd. What happened? I grabbed the wrong thing. Okay, something weird's going on there. Let's try that again. Where's my... There we go. I don't know why that wasn't... There's some kind of buggy thing going on. Okay, now I have to look it up again. Let's try this. It still doesn't work. Okay, so the sword there, plastic sheets on the top, tin gears, machine frame. Do I have the books? I have the books. Books. And a reception coil. There we go. Grinder. Okay, so that's the first part. And now we're going to want a chronometer. Very similar. Another block from Mine Factory Reloaded. It uses plastic sheets, emeralds, a reception coil, purple dye, and emeralds. Well, that worked. Okay, cool. One chronometer. And the reason for doing that is that the grinder, well, I want to separate the adults from the babies. The grinder ignores babies. It won't kill babies. It'll only kill the adults, but it'll kill all the adults, I believe. When I read the description of it, it didn't say anything about killing all of them except for 2, right? So if all the adults get killed, then there's no more babies. So I'm going to have like a pin right here where there's a couple, like 4 or 6 adults, and then I'm going to have some way of them to make babies. There's a breeder that's part of Mine Factory Reloaded, but I think I'm going to use the thing that I've already got in the chicken pen, which makes them have babies magically. That's a thing from Ars Magica, a sigil of nature's bounty. Anyway, so the adults will be in this pen making babies, and then whenever there's a baby, the chronometer, I'll have it set. It can either be set to pull out adults or pull out babies. I'll have it set to pull out babies. It'll pull the babies out of that area and put them behind it into another area where the grinder's going to be. The grinder won't actually kill the babies, though, because it ignores babies. But the babies will still grow up to adults, just like they normally would. And once they do, they'll get ground up by the grinder. It's just a game, you know. Okay, so we got those 2 things. And what else was I going to make? I should have reminded myself of the whole thing. Oh, well, I'm going to make a golden lasso, which is the thing from... and the gold. Golden lasso is from Extra Utilities. That's kind of like the Safari Net, in that you use it to grab mobs, and then you can carry them along inside the lasso, and then right-click again where you want to place them. But it's reusable, so it's better than the single-use Safari Net. But you can't place it in a Mine Factory Reloaded auto spawner to auto spawn that mob, like you can with the multi-use Safari Net. Anyway, but I'm anticipating wanting to be able to move a lot of animals around, so that's why I'm making that. I have another reception call, so I know I was thinking of making something else. Let me get, if I do at mod Mine Factory I will get all these machines and I can look through here and remember why I was probably thinking of making a rancher, although I'm not going to be using it right away. I'm guessing that's what I was thinking of making. So let's go ahead and do that. A rancher can like milk cows and shear sheep. Oh, that is what I was thinking of making because I have the shears in my inventory already. Okay, so am I missing something? 10 shears. Fluid duct. Sheets. Machine frame. Reception coil. Rancher. Okay. I think that is everything I need to make. It's probably dark outside. I was right. Okay, so we need to grab, this needs to be powered, so we need some redstone energy conduit, and I hope that is enough. Now, I should show something from my last episode. What did I do? I know I did something down here because oh oh, that's right. Okay, so I needed to I did this whole thing, right? I did all this I made a bunch of steam dynamos and a deep storage unit for holding charcoal, right? And I said I was going to move all the charcoal manually, which I did, or a bunch of it anyway. And then I'm in between episodes, I made some more of these dynamos. I think before there were 6 maybe, or 4, and I made more, so now there's 8. I think I have room for 2 more. I made room for 2 more. I made a little switch here to turn it on and off. These are cables from redneck cables, so they use them to send a redstone signal, which is coming from this lever. I made this computer, which is I'm eventually going to write a little program to control. The computer I also made another redstone energy cell, so they're both full. Got lots of red flux. So this if I'm putting cables out this way to run machines, then this one will get drained. This will actually get drained first. So this will be empty, and this will still be full, and then this will start draining. So I'm going to have this computer set up so it'll be able to tell how much charge is in this battery, and when it gets low, I'll send out a redstone signal and turn all these dynamos on. So they're not just running all the time when when it's not necessary. So I ran a line of item ducts from thermal expansion from the tree farm to the deep storage unit, because right now the tree farm is what's making the charcoal, and it turns out they weren't very far away. You see, it wasn't that far, so I had plenty of, and there's water right there. I had plenty of cable to run it, and I put in another redstone furnace to make sure we're making enough charcoal to keep up with everything, and everything seems to be stable. I'm getting a surplus of charcoal and a surplus of wood, so that's good. Okay, so if we go back here, over here, where is it at? Right here, I made a little room. I know, we got an egg, some chickens down here. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, and if we go over here, we'll see that this is right here. I'm going to be placing the grinder near here. Right, because that's where all the cattle are. So down here is where the tank is going to be for storing the essence, and we're gonna have to run cable to power this thing. So, ow. Okay, so I have got these stone brick walls that I'm going to use to recreate the pen. Yeah, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that mostly off camera, I think. I'm going to recreate the pen. So I'm going to tear down the fences, and this is why I have the golden lasso, because as I'm going to have to tear down the fences and put up the stone wall, and all those cows are going to escape and just roam around. So I've got the golden lasso so that after I have everything set up and ready to place them in, I can round up a bunch of them and put them in. I'll probably just kill the rest or something. Anyway, so I'm going to build this. I'm going to start tearing this down. Oh, you can't do that. I need an axe. Anyway, I'm going to start tearing this all down and rebuilding it, and I'll be back when I have that finished and I'm ready to place the the grinder and put that stuff in the spots they're going to go in. Okay, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and as you can see, I have torn down all the wooden fencing, the pen that was made with wooden fences, and I've rebuilt a new one using stone brick walls, just to be different. In particular, I made this side double. I made this double wide because I've noticed, you know, over here with the chickens that there's this tendency for, or the possibility of whenever two cows mate and they make a baby, of the baby happening to spawn on the other side of the fence, and I want to try to keep that from happening if it's possible. Anyway, so there's not much time left here in this episode. This is going to be at least a 2-part episode. It might be 3. So what? Oh, it's getting dark already. Shoot, I didn't notice the sun was going down. So let me sleep through the night so we don't get attacked. Oh, I made a trash can between episodes too, because I have a whole barrel full of eggs here. Well, actually, I guess it only holds. Eggs can only stack up to 16, so that's not as many. That's 64 times 16 instead of 64 times 64. So it's not as many eggs as you would have thought. Although, I mean, it's still a lot. Okay, so in the time we have left, I'm just gonna place down some blocks. So, oh, you can't do that. Okay, fine. Let me get my lasso here. Put that guy back on the right side. Okay, I want to get rid of that gate. So I guess, do I have an axe on me? I probably don't. I guess we'll have to use this pickaxe. Okay, and then we'll place down the chronotyper. I think that's the right way. And if we can set it to, we want it to be moving babies. You can have it either move babies or move adults. We want move babies, so that's good. Oh, they can get over. Oh, that's not good. I have to put, do I have some fences? I have to put more fences up. There we go. Bad cow. Come back. Go over there. Okay. Now, that thing's not going to do anything right now because it needs power and there's no power going to it, although I have dug a path for it to get power. Okay, and the grinder is going to go right here. Move, please. There. Cool. And it's also not going to run because it has no power yet, but you can see on this side you have the teeth, which will be moving when it's powered. And here's where it'll spit out items. I'll place I'll have item decks going down here. I did not keep any item decks on me. I'm not sure where we'll put the rancher. You might have like the rancher right here. I wonder if it can milk cows through the fence. That would be really nice if it could. What are you doing there? Okay, so how much time do I have left? Probably just a few minutes. What else can I do here? If I could grab the items decks, I could put those in place. At least. Still have to build a tank. I want to have a tank in place before we start this thing up. So I would have thought I had item decks on me, but I didn't. So I might not have any. Am I gonna have to make item decks? Oh no, here's some. Probably not enough, but I can put them in. I can put them in place at least. Oh, I gotta put ones here too. Get out. Get out. Move, 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 move. Move. Thank you. There. Come back, you. There. Okay, so I'm gonna dig down here a little more. Okay, so there and we got to change that to output. I don't think we need a pneumatic servo here, but I guess I'll find out eventually. And there's my timer. So let me just see how far down we can get here. Okay. Let's leave it there for now. So I'll eventually be pumping down from cows. We're gonna get leather and beef. So that'll be what we'll go down there, and I guess I can put my dirt back in place. Okay. And I might make some, I'll make some hollow dirt blocks to cover that up, to make that fit better. Anyway, so that was the first step. The next step will be to run power lines. Or I guess the next step really should be to put put the tank in place, and then after that, put in power lines and fluid ducts. Let's see. That thing needs power, but that's it. It's just moving things. This thing and this one over here, in addition to power, it needs a fluid duct going to it because it's going to be pumping out liquid experience, and that might be a problem because this thing, I will need another side. I might have to use a different kind of pipe. Fortunately, I do have a small amount of ender pearls. Is this getting close? Mature. We have another ender pearl here. Let me get that. We should have I've gotten like 2 extra ender lily seeds so far, or one or two. So that's very slow going. But I have some ender lilies, or ender pearls. I mean, I have 15 ender pearls. There is another. I don't know. I think they're called pipes. Pipe. Here we go. Transfer pipes from extra utilities, which can carry both fluids and items at the same time, and making the pipe is not too bad, right? That's not too expensive. It's just stone slabs, glass, and redstone. But then there's the nodes. This is a really cool system, but to make a node, you have to use nodes, and to make a transfer node takes ender pearls, or to get, well, you get 4. Actually, that would be good, and I have enough ender pearls now to make some of those, because you can make a liquid transfer node, right, from a regular transfer node pretty easily. So then I could pull out the items and the liquid experience out of the same pipe, and actually you could power it through that too. Yeah, I might have to do that. It would make it look cleaner. Oh no. I think the items have to go out the back. So we could put power through the bottom still, but the liquid and the items at the back. I think that's the way it has to do it. So I have to make some new kind of stuff that I haven't made before. Anyway, and I've got conveyor belts ready to be made in this right here, which I could probably do at the beginning of the next episode, but we can't do that right now. I'll show why I want to make those. For now, we got to end the episode because we've run out of time, way past time. So let me go like this. This has been Keith and Modesto playing modded Minecraft, the Direwolf 20 mod pack. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.